Let's go into what are some of the causes that could produce you having pain through here. A big reason of what happens is if you're getting pain in the hip or that hip can't move into hip extension, really common. So in order to, if you don't have that hip extension or you have weakness in those hip extensors, what ends up happening is you shift your weight to the outside. You don't even realize that you do it, but you just kind of shift your weight a little bit to use the muscles on the outside because you're compensating because of weakness or lack of mobility that's happening in those big hip muscles. And so if that's causing that, again, we got to get to now, why is that happening? So there's several reasons why you could be compensating and shifting your body weight to the outside to really use these outside muscles that get overworked that then cause that inflammation in those tendons and in that bursa. So one is we always have to look at your back. So is there any stiffness in your back that's happening? Because if you're having some stiffness in the lower back, if I can't move the lower back and I try to extend the hip and that back can't move, that hip's not going to move either. And so you've got to improve the mobility. We always say mobility before stability. So where are we not moving? So if the back's not moving, you're going to have a harder time getting that hip to move. So you tend to move it to more of the outside, again, recruiting to the outside of these muscles because you're compensating because of a lack of mobility, a lack of hip mobility. So the other thing that can happen is you can have back issues that refer pain into that hip. When you get pain into that hip, you literally don't get those hip muscles to fire. They won't fire because you have pain there. They basically want to just tense up and protect. So we've got to look and see what's going on with the back first to see if there's any things that are making that hip act the way it's acting. So that's the first thing we have to look at.